Hey Mark, Frank Paris here. These are the two birds that we were talking about last night on the phone. This is the smaller one with the cage, and this is the larger one with the cage. Now, I've taken the screws out so I can remove the cages from the bird so you can see basically how Del Rey performed it and also how just move in here, how I perform when I'm doing something with the birds. Um, they're in great shape. They've been refurbished, and a couple little, little blemishes on the cages. But these are 50, 60, 50, 60, 70 years old. Some of these birds, and most of the Carl Grisbaum stuffs were made in the 50s and the 60s. So you're talking a good 50 years. All right, but they've been refurbished. The birds have new feathers and everything on them. So basically, what you're getting is something that has been restored. Okay, and restored means it should last you another 50 years or 60 years. Anyway, so let me just take the cage off the big one. And when I perform it, the cage is not even with me. I don't even take the cage with me. All right, so the big one is got the cage taken off, and then we'll take the small one off, so you can see that the size of the bird cages are not totally substantial, but I mean this one is smaller than this one here. The bird basically is the same size. This one may be just a little bit bigger on the $1,800 one. If you're looking to have something that's more portable, then you may want to go with the smaller one. Now, all the electronics on this one are on the bottom. You can see that the electronics are on the bottom. And nobody sees that. Nobody sees it. If they're sitting in your audience, okay, I have this table very low. It's going to be a little bit elevated because your table is going to be a little bit more elevated. Or if you're going to perform it, you're going to perform it on a higher table. And even if they see something underneath there, they're basically not going to know what it is. So, bearing all of that in mind, we'll start with the little one here. And when I hit the button, now it does a little bit of pausing, which I like, because if you're having a conversation with the bird and this is hidden somewhere on you, I like to put a little rubber button that I buy at Ace Hardware on this, or True Values. I'm not sure what they have in your neck of the woods, but a little self-stick thing, and I have this in my pocket, and I just kind of reach in and touch, my leg while I'm sitting down. So you hear the bird, okay, but you see my hands away from the bird while I'm having a conversation with the bird. And if you look at the Del Rey video, okay, you'll see that he used a toe switch. I mean, I'm not a toe switch guy. You could add a toe switch to this. It's not something that I'm crazy about anyway. Now, when you get your bird, you're going to get an extra duplicate set of electronics in case anything goes wrong with your electronics. You're going to get another remote control. You're going to get another receiver. You're going to get the supplies and the double stick tape, a little sample of the double stick tape. So if you have to take that electronics out and you're fluent with how to do a wire job, a small wire job where you rewire a new receiver and a new transmitter on there, you're going to get that too. You're going to get a 9-volt battery clip. So everything that you see under here, with the exception of the battery, you're going to get. What I'm also going to throw in, whichever one you pick, is the batteries that I use, which are the Cretax batteries. These are, I don't remember now here. They're 9-volt batteries, but they're have more milliamps than the most powerful Duracell battery you can buy. So that you're going to get really powerful batteries, and they're rechargeable, and you're going to get 4 of those, plus you're going to get the charger. So you're going to get all of that stuff. All right, so that's with this bird or this bird. You're going to get those things. With this bird here, make sure I'm still recording. Yep. With this bird here, okay, the electronics is on the inside. Not because I couldn't put it on the outside, but because there's more real estate in this one here. I got more room to put the stuff in here. So the electronics are basically inside, okay? And that really does help for the mystery of the bird a little bit more than the... Oh, okay, sorry about that, guy. Get this guy on here right away. So when you hit the button, I get this in the way, don't I? Hold on a second, buddy. Let me put this on here. It has to be in the middle. Okay, so we just move it like so. Did I? Oh, I didn't put the I didn't hook up the battery. Let me make sure I got the battery hooked up. Hold on a second. Or maybe the battery's dead. That could be it too. Give me 1 second. Yeah, the battery's probably dead in this one. Yeah, the battery's dead. Okay, here we go. I got this. I'll leave this off for a second. So you can see this one here is a little bit louder because it is a bigger one. And the bellows is bigger. Alright. So this is what you're going to get if you get the big one. And you're also going to get the additional remote control and receiver and the other components that make up the unit, so that you will have, you know, a bird that is got its electronics and stuff hidden. So every time you got to change the battery or turn it on, you're going to have to lift this up, put the battery in, because there's no on-off switch on these guys. I couldn't add the on-off switch on either one of them because there's no room, you know, and mounting it was going to be a problem too. So just plug the battery in, unplug the battery, and you've got a situation where you're all set. And that's basically it with both birds. Again, you know, you can perform this with the cage on. You get the screws that make up this system, so you can screw the cage back on, or you can put the screws in, okay, and leave them in, and it'll secure this piece right here. But I work with these guys loose, you know. I don't have to work with this one loose because everything's on the outside, so anything I have to do, I can do on the outside. But with this one here, because the lever was built to come out of the bottom, okay, I was able to add the gimmick that activates the thing, okay? So that's basically all there is to tell you about these two units. I can't make the decision for you on whether you get the bigger one or the smaller one. This would normally be $1,800 and this would normally be $2,500. If you look at some of my old ads on Facebook, you'll see that those are the prices. I haven't gotten around to reducing the prices. I have one more like this, which I have a pending on it, and because he already selected it from the pictures that I sent him. So these are the only two I have left, but they're beautiful pieces and they will serve you well, you know. And there's very little maintenance on there. Occasionally you may have to change the double stick tape because I don't want to screw anything in or Velcro anything. Velcro leaves a glue residue, and I use these double stick tape which comes off and it doesn't leave a residue. So that's basically all there is to it. You have what you're seeing in front of you. You have a choice for this one, or you have a choice for this one. Again, this one is going to be $1,800. I pay for the shipping. This is $1,500, and I pay for the shipping. And you're going to get all those extras: the batteries, the 4 batteries, the Critax batteries, the charger that goes with those batteries, and the other electronics that's connected to it. And it's not rocket science. Once you see this, you'll know exactly how to replace whatever part you want to replace on the outside. and you'll be getting an extra transmitter and receiver also. Okay, so that's basically it. I just wanted to bring you up to date on our conversation the other night, and we'll proceed as you wish you to proceed when you're ready to purchase. Okay, take care. Thanks.